What do you think Diablo 4 needs? I've asked a lot of people this question and almost everyone answers it differently. And then I ask them, well, what do you want? And again, different answers almost every time. My hope is that the developers eventually see these lists that I've compiled and just kind of keep them in mind, or maybe even act on them in a way fitting for the game. Let's get into it. Now, what Diablo 4 needs? Just a few things. Let's see here. Fix Renown. If you average it out, each side quest we do gives less than 0.1 Paragon points. That's not rewarding. Fix the horse. I mean, how is it that this is the high skill cap gameplay in the game, so much so that I feel more satisfied when I don't run into any of the environment on my way to a stronghold than I actually do clearing out the stronghold? Like, that's crazy. Crisper hitboxes. Now, Asmongold really needs this one, and I'm sure everyone else would appreciate it as well. Experience and loot scaling. Fighting substantially harder enemies should reward substantially higher quality loot and experience accordingly. If people want a boost, I say let them. That was like one of the only reasons I played Diablo 2 for so long. Reasons to do different content? Since we get Forgotten Souls from salvaging gear in Season 1, there's literally only one reason to do Helltide now, which is to run around, avoid fighting, and gather Fiend Roses for enchanting materials. And I'm almost positive that's not the vision that developers have for the game. A chase. Bossing and unique items. Just more bosses and varying levels of difficulty before level 100. Every replayable boss in the game should have a unique loot table with items that only that boss can drop, starting in tier 4, of course.
Did you get drops or anything?
Diminishing crowd control. Enough said, we've all died or had a heart attack because of this one. Inventory management revamp. Literally just steal last epoch's loot filter and crafting material, inventory systems, and copy paste them into Diablo 4. Consequently, this would make loot more exciting as well, because the only things that would be showing up would be relevant upgrades. So after clearing 10 dungeons and you see one item, you'll think, oh my god, this is good. And I know it's good. And I don't have to sort through 300 items before I know it's good. Skill tree revamp and balance. As it stands, most perks behind skills are useless or obviously worse than the other one in a vast majority of cases, and many skills themselves are simply unusable in comparison to others. The most egregious example of this is Puncture for Rogue. It's not even close, perk-wise or basic skill choice-wise. A system similar to glyphs after level 85. Since this is the point, most people have most of their best in slot gear and glyphs nearly maxed out, there needs to be a power related incentive to keep leveling, as opposed to just the carrot on a stick that is level 100. Social features need to be revamped. Social interaction was the main reason I kept playing Diablo 2 for nearly 2 decades, and probably the most overlooked aspect of ARPGs as a whole. The lobby system, for example, in Diablo 2 is, in my opinion, still to date the best social feature in any ARPG ever. Seeing the lobby title Bail Run 37 and joining as fast as I could to get carried by Hammerdins 40 levels above me with Enigma just teleporting around were probably my favorite gaming memories of the early 2000s. Lobbies likely wouldn't work in a persistent open world game like this one, but there's definitely an elegant equivalent that could be implemented. That's it. If all of these features were implemented into the game, I'd literally almost never stop playing. Like, seriously, I would buy more cosmetics to support development because of how good the game would be. And I'd want to encourage the developers and Mr. Moneybags Blizzard to continue working on this game and funding it in earnest. Now, those are the things that people said Diablo 4 absolutely needs, like without question. But what do we as players want in Diablo 4? First up, we have number go bigger. Each season, if we fully build the same character in the same way, there should be an option added to the game where we'll become stronger at that point and have bigger damage numbers show up on the screen. More convenience and quality of life. Whatever you can think of, just put it in. Please, never artificially increase playtime amounts. It's very simple, very simple. If it's a good game, we will spend our time playing it. Minimap overlay. Come on, come on, come on. Make socketables better and more varied. Like, I don't know, put attack speed on Topaz for weapon slot or something. More rewarding events. When a cursed shrine spawns spiders, I'm over the moon. I'm absolutely elated. When a cursed shrine spawns 2 oppressors, I leave. Reasons to interact with the absolutely stunning, amazingly crafted open world. Like, this game is just so gorgeous and has no business being so goddamn gorgeous if we're not going to ever be able to interact with any of it. It's like buying a cake and not even eating the frosting, just picking out the sprinkles and eating those instead. Expand on the Helltide idea. Because it was everyone's favorite part of this game before it was nerfed into oblivion, aside from the campaign obviously, that, in my opinion, that was amazing. More uber uniques and a way to eventually obtain them. Because if someone plays 4 hours every day for a month, they should drop an uber unique. Like, damn, they deserve it with how grindy this game feels right now. Stone of Jordan and cow level, they're iconic. Just give them to us right now, please. Just give them to us. There are a lot of concepts and perspectives on game design that didn't quite fit into these lists, but these are the ones that I think are the most material and least subjective and very actionable things that the dev team could do. And I know development takes a good amount of time, but if they could implement a number of these things, particularly on the necessity side, in time for Season 2, alongside the disconnection protection, gem tab, and resistance fixes, I think D4 would see a huge swell in numbers again, positivity from the community, and growth in the long run. Let me know how your day's going, what you think about all of this, or add anything you feel I missed in the comments below so that we can eventually get Diablo 4 in its best state possible by keeping the conversation going. That's the video.